happen through you and through me. We become vessels for it, for its unfoldment. And as it unfolds through us, we have to understand, or begin to understand, that we have the capacity then to understand it. So it gets imparted through me and through you, this intelligence. Then it becomes what we see. This intelligence then becomes what we see. It becomes our only option. It's the only choice. So it's through our faithful practice then that we demonstrate God. It's through our faithful practice then that we invite in new ideas. It's through our faithful practice that we invite in new possibilities. It's through our faithful practice that we invite in good, pressed down and running over. To change the way we are living so that we can change what we see. It's through our faithful practice then that we get to catch a glimpse of something new. It's an opportunity for us to change what we see, to realize the fulfillment thereof. In our prayers, we say that there is a place where we realize, where we pronounce and announce the thing that we are desiring. But we can never get to that place of realization if we don't change the way we are living. It becomes just mere words. But we are doing this for the realization, for the fulfillment thereof, to change the way we are living. And remember, change happens by choice, not by chance. Change then is the opportunity for us to stretch and to grow. To stretch and to go, to take hold of a new idea, to embrace a new experience, to embody a new way of living. Change the way you live and you will change what you see. To embody a new way of living where you and I become revealers of truth. Remember the spiritual principle that we're working with. That you and I become revealers of truth. So without our faithful practice then, it's easy to slip into thinking that we are on an island alone by ourselves, and that you have to do something by yourself. You alone. I, Twana, must figure out what I'm going to say to that wife of mine when she's got me upset. So often we forget that there's something in us, an intelligence flowing through us. So often we forget about the infinite ideas flowing through us that's available to us. So often do we forget about our conscious awareness of our oneness with all that there is, our consciousness with our oneness. So often, though, do we forget about it, and we miss out on our opportunities to stretch and grow, to take hold of these new ideas. Remember what Kendrick Lamar said? He said, I got pain and joy. I said, you'll meet yourself around the corner and through every door that you walk through. But you have to change the way you are living so that you can see something different, so you're prepared to deal with that part of you that is full of pain. So you're prepared to deal with that part of you that's filled with doubt. So you're prepared to deal with that part of you who's unaware of your greatness. So you're prepared to deal with that part of you that think that you don't know. So you're prepared to deal with that part of you that is unaware. You have to change the way you are living so that you can change what you see, and then the life that you are living will change. But without our faithful practice, it's easy for us to slip into thinking that there is this sense of separation and that we are not one with God. And Wayne Dyer, in his book, he says that this point is crucial. It's crucial for us to remember that we're never separate and apart, that we are always one with God. As our contemplative song this morning said, that God is all there is, and all there is God. But we've just simply forgotten our greatness, our conscious union with God. And this sense of separation leads to self-doubt, where oftentimes it is met with a self-righteousness that pursues and follows and become one. Self-doubt and self-righteousness is a bad combination. It's a bad cocktail. You don't want to be sipping on that. But this self-righteousness that follows, and to change the way you live, then you'll have to begin to see and take hold of your greatness. You'll have to sense your own greatness, which leads to us living from our greatness. We'll have to be willing to open up to the possibilities, to come into a greater awareness of the good that is at hand. So that when we do meet ourselves around every door and around every corner, our true self emerges, and there we demonstrate God. We demonstrate God. Some of you know I've done some hospice work as a chaplain, and there have been opportunities where I worked on the inpatient unit, and that's where patients go and they are there for a period of time where their symptoms get managed so that they can go back home to be with their loved ones as they make their transition. And the times that I work on the inpatient unit, you get your schedule and then you can just go in and out of the patient's rooms to offer prayer, to offer support, whatever it is. But then there are moments when the families and the patients come asking for you. And that's a different experience. So I had to get to the point where I was willing to surrender, to open up to something new that called on me to change the way that I was living, so that I would say, not me, but God in me will know what to say, will know what to do. Not me, but the God in me. And some of you might not know, but we had our founding senior minister, Reverend Sheila, who made her transition a few years ago. And I spent some time with her at the end, and I remember having one of my last conversations with her. I remember her laying back with a big smile on her face, and I was looking at her, and I said, girl, how did you do it? Year after year. How did you do it? Class after class. How did you do it? Phone call after phone call. How did you do it? Conversation after conversation. Meditation after meditation. Contemplation after contemplation. And she didn't speak a word, but all I could hear her saying was there was just this surrender after surrender after surrender after surrender after surrender after surrender, opening up to God and God's idea, opening up to God's goodness, God's graciousness, changing the way that I live so that I can see something different, so that the possibilities would become endless, so I'd know what to say when the phone rang. I'd know what to say when it was time for me to stand up front. So I know what to do when the opportunity arose for me to be and to do. It's surrender after surrender after surrender, opening up to the possibilities again and again and again. We've got to change the way we are living so that we can change what we see, so that we can see the goodness pressed down and running over, so that we can see money where there's no money, so that we can see love where we thought there was no love, so that we can allow a new idea to show forth, that we take in that we embody and we embrace, where you and I become love itself, where you and I, we become intelligence itself, where you and I, we become peace itself. Change the way you are living to change what you see, and you will see the life that you are living change. Change is a matter of choice and not chance. Come on, practitioners. Help me close out and anchor this idea today. That God is all that there is, and that there is only God. Here and now, let us open up to this great realization. Let us see it everywhere. Let us hear it in everything that we hear. Let us embody it. Let us embrace this idea. Let it unfold through us in all of its intelligence, its infinite and pure intelligence. Let it unfold through us as its very wisdom itself, that is forever becoming more, ever on the spiral upward movement of life. It is that I know that you and I, we are one with, that we come from greatness, that we attract greatness, and that I am greatness. That I come from greatness. Come on, join me. I come from greatness. I attract greatness. I am greatness. I come from greatness. I attract greatness. I am greatness. I come from greatness. I attract greatness. I am greatness. As in this moment, fully embody, embrace this attraction of greatness as the infinite ideas of by the divine mind of God in me and in you. I attract great ideas. I attract great people. I attract great possibilities. I attract an abundance of money. I attract an abundance of love. I attract and draw to me joy. I attract and draw to me peace. This is the prayer that I pray for each one of us this morning, knowing that nothing in us can stop it, that we are so conscious and aware of it as our very life, as the infinite possibilities available to us, that we just surrender to it and become open and available to it again and again and again. We're surrendering to it today. We're surrendering to it tomorrow. We contemplate on it today. We meditate on it tomorrow. We change the way we are living. And I know for each one of us then that the good that is at hand, that it makes its way to our hearts, our minds, our souls, and our spirits, and we are made anew, that we are born again, that we realize and recognize that we got loyalty and royalty inside our DNA, where our life is a matter of transformation, where we perform like this, realize that we were born like this. It's a matter of our DNA. Oh, I just give thanks for this moment to realize, to recognize thereof the goodness that you and I are, the greatness that you and I are. And oh, don't let us miss 1 second of realizing this. Don't let us miss 1 second of this being the possibility of our life. Oh, I'm so grateful for this. In this moment, in knowing the truth, not seeking to interpret it, but to surrender to it. Oh, we let it be. We let it be. We let it be. I'm so moved in this moment then to just gather in the word, all the words that have been spoken, all the words that we have sung together today, all the words that are in our hearts and our minds that's moving us into transformation. Let us gather it all, bring it all into the storehouse where we just simply let it go, where we release it and surrender it into the mighty, mighty universe that we know is saying yes to us now, that we know is causing things to conspire, to work for our behalf now. I stand in great acceptance of this truth for me and for you. I move then into an even greater expectancy of something that we've never experienced before. Love in a new way, life in a new way, joy in a new way, abundance in a new way, radiating health in a new way, right here and right now. We let these words go. Where we each come together to cultivate peace. We let them go, we let them be. And we anchor together by saying, and so it is.